Hello, this is Mr. T, and I am a 7th and 8th grade art teacher at McKinney Intermediate School, and I'm here to talk to you about a new teaching approach that I will be implementing in my art classroom. Um, I feel like it's an innovative method that aligns with the needs of today's generation of students. But before I start talking about my new approach, I want to start off explaining what learning center paradigm is. It's the knowledge that is transmitted from the professor or the teacher to students. Students construct knowledge through gathering and synthesizing info and integrating it with the general skills of inquiry, communication, critical thinking, and problem solving. Okay? Um, so, with that being said, I will be showcasing my experience through the students so that they can take it with them when they later in life. Um, the state of the school and classroom now, I see from my first year, this is going to be my second year teaching, students are relying heavy on technology. They rather use their phones rather than watching a movie in class. Students are controlled by the media and dictated by the public opinion. Students gravitate more to real world projects that they can take with them. Um, that goes with new trends, social media, etc. Okay. So what my approach is, I want to help students not shy away from technology, but use it as a tool. Don't be dependent on it. Y'all, they follow a lot of YouTubers. Let's make your own business and make your own YouTube or make your own social media account and follow your own trend. Instead of looking at others and feel like you can't do it. So the approach that I'm taking is I'm gonna teach the students how to create their own logo or brand. That way they can make their own YouTube or their own Instagram post and different things like that. We're not shying away from the idea of AI and technology being more up to date and being more advanced. We're going to partner up with it and use it as a tool. We're going to teach I'm going to teach the students the fundamentals of art. That's the whole point of the class. I'm going to teach them the principles of designs, the elements of art, but I'm going to teach them through projects. And with these projects, I'm going to have the classroom give it that real world feel as a designer. So students will come into my classroom. It's more like my classroom will be designed as like a pitch meeting, and students will come in. Once they finish their projects or different things like that, they're going to have to present or communicate out loud in front of the classroom. No, they don't have to do the traditional way of going in front of the classroom, but they will have to have a talk. We're going to be able to have an open discussion throughout the classroom. Hey, we feel like this didn't work out, or I feel like this was best. Oh, the reason I use this in my project to showcase line or showcase color. Everyone is going to have involvement in talking in order to pass this class. I just want to give them that real feel of independency and teach them how to be young adults, because later in life you will have to learn how to communicate when you start your career or have a job later in life. I will be using different resources from learning how to effectively use logo design as a resource, how to create a logo by Goldstein. So different resources to help me, guide me through this idea or this approach. So yeah, like I mentioned, students will be creating a logo or a brand. The cool thing about this, and which I'm really excited about, when it comes to note taking or doing worksheets or assignments, if students just put their logo or symbol, I give them credit. You don't need to put your name. That would be the cool thing. I'm giving them the freedom to be as creative as they can be. Give them more of freedom to express themselves. A lot of times students from my first year, they didn't put their name on a lot of their papers, so they get a 0. I'm trying to eliminate that and have them remember, if I put my logo here or if I put my symbol there, I'll be good to go. I am really just trying to help teach students about the value of self-worth. If you create yourself a logo or brand, it's very important that you can do that. We see them a lot, like Nike, Adidas, ABC Network, different things like that. All these companies started with an idea. I'm trying to help these students build off their idea and start building it as of today as 7th and 8th graders. And later in life, you might use it and might want to make a apparel company or a makeup company, or shoot, you can make your own TV show, different things like that. So I'm trying to help them understand the importance of art, the fundamentals of art, and take this logo or design seriously, and you can use it later in life. Not only that, but I'm also teaching them how to be organized, how to be disciplined, how to build a portfolio, because maybe one day you might use this portfolio to get you inside a job or career that you need. You could show this portfolio. If you want to be an art teacher, you could show this portfolio to your interview, and they'll be like, wow, you did this in 7th or 8th grade, this is unique. And it opened up so many doors for students. It helps them with business, helps them with communication, it helps with all sorts of things. And that's the kind of approach I want to take with these students. I don't want it to be traditional. Like last year, I had the students do a lot of crafting and a lot of things that they not really going to take with them. We did a lot of throwing away. I want to do a lot of projects or sketches and ideas that they could keep with them, and not so quickly to throw them away, because it kind of hurt me that they threw away a lot of their projects that they did in class. But I kind of understand, because it's like they can't put in their backpacks. A lot of the stuff that were crafted, like a cereal box or a toy car, they don't feel like there's no need in life for them. So I'm tying everything as a project-based learning, a PBL, as my approach coming into my second year of teaching. The resources that I will need, I will showcase them how I use a YouTube channel, how I use an Instagram, how I use TikTok, different things like that, because I will expect them to use that. I want, with presenting like big projects, it'll be okay for them to turn in a presentation of them recording a skit or a video in the classroom, because that's what we're going to be doing a lot of presenting, a lot of communication, a lot of open talking, a lot of open discussions throughout the classroom. I won't do the traditional way of one person coming up and talking in front of class. They could talk in front at their desk, but the classroom be set up as everyone is involved, everyone has to talk. So challenges that I will have, I will have students not wanting to communicate, not wanting to talk, think it's too cool to talk, or don't take it seriously. I'll have students with disabilities, or I'll have EL students, and I'll work with them. Like I said, it's benefiting the students that take it serious. It will benefit them in the long run. The students that will have a hard time will be the ones that don't care, or like I said, have a disability. And like I said, I can adjust everything as I go as a teacher. Nothing is set in stone, but I want them to learn certain traits like hard work, discipline, organization. So if I'm teaching that and teaching them that the importance of building your own brand, if I'm teaching that, I think it's an accomplishment from itself in this year of 2025 and 2026, second year of teaching. Ideas was successful. So the way I see the ideas was successful is students' feedback. Students trying. I get great feedback from my peers. If my peers are saying, hey, the way you're approaching this is good, it's great, I know I'm doing something right. The quality of work, every week we'll have a new project or a new idea. And if the kids are taking it serious, you can tell throughout the teaching that students are taking it serious, or something is successful, because they're actually putting their best foot forward. If something is not working or kids are not caring for it, it's obviously something that they're not interested in. So I can really gauge that when coming into the school year. I will also have to say that I'm trying to help the students understand or get that feel of independency. They have the control in the art room. They have the freedom to create, be themselves, and I want them to do that. yes, follow the school rules. In the art class, be respectful, be responsible, be healthy, and be scholarly. But I do want them to be successful in my classroom. A lot of times, last year, um, it was my way or the highway, and this year I want the kids to be as creative as they need to be throughout these projects or throughout creating their brand, their logo. And I want it to be open talking, a discussion. I want good energy in the classroom. Um, and that's what I'm looking um, for this change. I want the students to learn through art, but not only learn through art, but see the power that they can use from learning art. Everything you see is visual communications. When you see billboard signs or when you see business titles and different things like that, clothes that they wear, everything is art. So when they understand that, they could create their own lane. They could create their own business. They could create their own YouTube. They could create their own apparel. They could create their own identity. They could create whatever they think of while living life, while being a teacher, while being a firefighter, while being a policeman, whatever they want. But they could create their own business if they take this class seriously next year. So that's the significance of the proposed of this change. I want to take away the traditional way of teaching and help them and get them in that feel of a real world scenario. You come into the classroom, you got your binder, you got your logo on front, you show off the sketches and different things like that. I will obviously structure the weekly work we're doing, but they're coming to me, hey, this is what I'm doing. I did it this way. I'm using line in this. This is where color is shown. This is how movement is shown. Different things like that. Just to summarize for the viewer, this is what I'm thinking of as an example. So we come into class, students come into the classroom, they're already coming in as designers. They already got their brain from home. They're already been thinking of ideas and stuff. But I will pitch them the idea. This is what we're creating today, this week, these next 2 weeks. We're gonna create a movie poster of your own original movie. So, for example, something I did last year, I say, hey, create a movie that hasn't came out with. So if you decide to do something like Toy Story, you gotta come out with Toy Story 8 or Toy Story 9, just original project movie poster. Now, after the students create their movie poster, original, authentic poster, they can put their logo on the side of the poster or anything like that. After it's all said and done, they're gonna present it to the class. Hey, this is a movie poster. And this could go in the category of movement, showing movement or emphasis. I haven't decided yet what category it'll go into, but they will have to explain that. Oh, emphasis is being shown here on the movie poster. Oh, color is being shown here in the movie poster. I chose to do this because I feel like this will be a good concept of the movie Toy Story 8 or Toy Story 9. And through this presenting, after they're done, everyone gives their good criticism. Hey, this worked, this didn't work. And just be an open, fun, interactive discussion classroom, and that's what I'm looking for. So I hope you enjoy my innovative method that I'm coming into the new year with. Thank you for taking this time to listen to my approach, and I'm looking forward to helping students become young adults and give them that freedom that they want and that they desire. Students nowadays they learn best when everything is not the teacher's way or the highway. They want to get that feel of control and comfort in the classroom, and that's what I'm providing in my art classroom. And art is about freedom. It's about perspective, not about perfection. So hopefully the students can come out being comfortable, being confident in themselves. Don't be fearful of judgment or failure. Everything will be okay. I'm expecting this year to go better than my first year if the kids take it seriously. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and have a good day.